Section 19 of a Traveller's Narrative, written to illustrate the episode of the Bab. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Nicholas James Bridgewater. A Traveller's Narrative written to illustrate the episode of the Bab by Abdul-Baha Abbas. Translated by Edward Granville Browne. Section 19. O King, I have seen in the way of God what no eye hath seen and no ear hath heard. Friends have disclaimed me, ways are straitened unto me, the pool of safety is dried up, the plain of ease is scorched yellow. How many calamities have descended, and how many will descend! I walk advancing toward the mighty, the bounteous, while behind me glides the serpent. My eyes rain down tears until my bed is drenched, but my sorrow is not for myself. By God, my head longeth for the spears, for the love of its Lord, and I never pass by a tree, but my heart addresseth it, saying, O would that thou wert cut down in my name, and my body were crucified upon thee in the way of my Lord, yea, because I see mankind going astray in their intoxication, and they know it not. They have exalted their lusts, and put aside their God, as though they took the command of God for a mockery, a sport, and a plaything. And they think they do well, and that they are harboured in the citadel of security. The matter is not as they suppose. Tomorrow they shall see what they now deny. We are about to shift from this most remote place of banishment. Note Adrianople. Endnote. Unto the prison of Acre. And according to what they say, it is assuredly the most desolate of the cities of the world, the most unsightly of them in appearance, the most detestable in climate, and the foulest in water. It is as though it were the metropolis of the owl. There is not heard from its regions aught save the sound of its hooting. And in it they intend to imprison this servant, and to shut in our faces the doors of leniency, and take away from us the good things of the life of the world during what remaineth of our days. By God, though weariness should weaken me, and hunger should destroy me, though my couch should be made of the hard rock, and my associates of the beasts of the desert, I will not blench, but will be patient as the resolute and determined are patient. In the strength of God, the King of pre-existence, the Creator of the nations, and under all circumstances I give thanks unto God, and we hope of his graciousness. Exalted is he, the freedom of our necks from chains and shackles in this imprisonment, and that he will render all men's faces sincere toward him, the mighty, the bounteous. Verily he answereth who prayeth unto him, and is near unto him who calleth on him. And we ask him to make this dark calamity a buckler for the body of his saints, and to protect them thereby from sharp swords and piercing blades. Through affliction hath his light shone, and his praise been bright unceasingly. This hath been his method through the past ages and bygone times. The people shall know what today they understand not, when their steeds shall stumble, their beds be rolled up, their swords be blunted, and their footsteps slip. I know not how long they shall ride the steed of desire, and wander erringly in the desert of heedlessness and error. Of glory shall any glory endure, or of abasement any abasement? Or shall he endure who used to stay himself on high cushions, and who attained in splendor the utmost limit? No, by my Lord the Merciful, all that is thereon is transient, and there remaineth only the face of my Lord, the Mighty, the Beneficent. What buckler hath not the arrow of destruction smitten, or what pinion hath not the hand of fate plucked? From what fortress hath the messenger of death been kept back when he came? What throne hath not been broken, or what palace hath not been left desolate? Did men but know what pure wine of the mercy of their Lord, the Mighty, the All-Knowing, was beneath the seal, they would certainly cast aside reproach, and seek to be satisfied by this servant. But now have they veiled me with the veil of darkness, which they have woven with the hands of doubts and fancies. The white hand shall cleave an opening to this sombre night. On that day the servants of God shall say what those cavilling women said of yore, that there may appear in the end what began in the beginning. Do they desire to tarry when their foot is in the stirrup? Or do they see any return in their going? No, by the Lord of Lords, save in the resurrection. On that day men shall arise from the tombs, and shall be questioned concerning their riches. Happy that one whom burdens shall not oppress on that day, whereon the mountains shall pass away, and all shall appear for the questioning in the presence of God the Exalted. Verily, He is severe in punishing. We ask God to sanctify the hearts of certain of the doctors from rancor and hatred, that they may regard things with eyes which closure overcometh not, and to raise them unto a station where the world and the lordship thereof shall not turn them aside from looking toward the supreme horizon, and where anxiety for gaining a livelihood and providing household goods shall not divert them from the thought of that day whereon the mountains shall be made like carpets. Though they rejoice at that which hath befallen us of calamity, there shall come a day whereon they shall wail and weep. By my Lord, were I given the choice between the glory and opulence, the wealth and dignity, the ease and luxury wherein they are, and the distress and affliction wherein I am, I would certainly choose that wherein I am today, and would not now exchange one atom of these afflictions for all that hath been created in the kingdom of production. Were it not for afflictions in the way of God, my continuance would have no sweetness for me, nor would my life profit me. Let it not be hidden from the discerning, and such as look towards the chiefest outlook, that I, during the greater part of my days, was as a servant sitting beneath a sword suspended by a single hair, who knoweth not when it shall descend upon him, whether it shall descend instantly or after a while. And in all this we give thanks to God, the Lord of the worlds, and we praise him under all circumstances. Verily, he is a witness unto all things. We ask God to extend his shadow. Note, by the shadow of God is meant the king of Persia. End note. That the Unitarians may haste thereto, and that the sincere may take shelter therein, and to bestow on these servants flowers from the garden of his grace, and stars from the horizon of his favours, and to assist him in that which he liketh and approveth, and to help him unto that which shall bring him near to the dayspring of his most comely names, that he may not shut his eyes to the wrong which he seeth, but may regard his subjects with the eye of favour, and preserve them from violence. And we ask him, exalted is he, to make thee a helper unto his religion and a regarder of his justice, that thou mayest rule over his servants as thou rulest over those of thy kindred, and mayest choose for them what thou wouldest choose for thyself. Verily he is the potent, the exalted, the protecting, the self-subsistent. End of section 19.